Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're checking out what if Iraq formed an empire. I think they did have like an old empire. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure it was Mesopotamia. Hold on 1 second. Did Iraq have an empire? Okay, yeah, it did have several empires throughout history, most notably the Akkadian Empire, founded by Sargon of Akkad, was one of the first ancient empires in Mesopotamia. Additionally, the region was central to the Abbasid Caliphate, which ruled much of the Islamic world countries. While Iraq itself is not currently an empire, its historical significance as a local locus of power and civilization is undeniable. So yeah, Iraq did have some empires. This Akkadian Empire. Really. So they did have an empire before. So if I look at that empire, I'm probably going to find their borders, which I'm probably going to try and reference. But let's just look. Hold on. Akkadian Empire. And then let's just do paste. Alright. Oh. Wait. No. Wait, was it this? Yeah. So technically, if I think, it did have the majority of Iraq. Pretty sure they have a river border, right? If I look at them, yeah, I think they do. It had it was in the middle of Iraq. I think it did have Baghdad. They go up into Syria and Lebanon, a bit into Iran, and it also went into Syria. So it had so it kind of looks something like this, something like that. Oh yes, water. The city of water. Alright, so Iraq is probably going to try and take over some parts that were originally a part of the Akkadian Empire, but not really. Because I'm not really going to not do that, but I'm probably going to try and make them try and control a bit of land. First, they're going to go after Kuwait, because they probably did. They probably did go after Kuwait recently. They did try and get Kuwait. I think that was when the Gulf War happened. I really don't know, but they're going to invade Kuwait, and they will also get fully annexed into Iraq. And we see their provinces become a part of Iraq, including these provinces that look like a cube. So Iraq has got annexed their first country. So now they're probably looking to expand east, which they'll probably try and get provinces right here, on their border, those provinces that I covered in. Maybe they would, but I'm not entirely sure. But first, they will begin their invasion with the support of the U.S. because of the Iranian and Iraq war that happened. So they're going to invade into Iraq with the U.S.'s help, and they will begin to invade more and more, and they will reach the Caspian Sea, and they will go around and capture all of this until they enter into Tehran and capture their capital, and they will encircle a bunch of troops and over here, and boom, and we see Iran sue for peace. So you kind of see the U.S. got involved in this war, but they kind of like helped Iraq because they really couldn't go through Iran on their own. But let's just cover in the provinces that they got. So they kind of got more than I initially covered in. They kind of like got up into like here. Like I'll just color in those provinces. So like it was probably like I look at it right here. It was probably like right here. Like alright. Probably kind of like this. It was kind of like that. Like that. So boom, boom. So they have expanded into Iran. Which Iran could invade them in the near future, but I don't think they will because the US might just support them in this. So they're probably gonna. Wait a minute, was the Akkad just in? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, let me just. Hold on. Akkad. Akkad. No. Oh, it was a major city. Wait. Central Iraq. Wait, isn't that where Baghdad is? Hold on. Baghdad. Central Iraq. Like, yeah. Oh, modern day Baghdad and the ancient cities of Sifar and Kish. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so they're looking to expand more. So who would they expand into? So they're probably going to invade Syria right now. Wait, what is this? What happened here? Oh, flip. No. Oh, God. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna have to code that in again. I'm gonna have to put that in again. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Right, so I'm just gonna try and recreate that. No. Like that, I think. They did have Kuwait. Alright, there. Hold on, let me just get this back. I didn't realize that was like that. So, they will begin their invasion into Syria. They take Damascus, like, in a matter of days. And they will fully take over control of Syria. Let's take a look at that peace treaty. So in that peace treaty, we see full annexation by Iraq. So the U.S. is like helping them and sending them supplies. So I'm pretty sure they just abandoned Israel right now. So they'll probably get invaded by Iraq. I think Iraq or Iraq might just invade into Israel because they're right on their border now. But first, they're gonna go after Lebanon because this looks weird. So they'll go after Lebanon, and after that, they will get fully annexed into Lebanon, which will like kind of make Israel like fear for their life. But they're not going after Israel for right now. But they're gonna go after Cyprus and take control of the island, which I'm not just gonna do. I'm just gonna color it in. And we see that they control Cyprus. So they're probably gonna try and take control of like a bit of like probably going to take 2 provinces from Saudi Arabia, I think. But for now, let's just see what would happen. What will happen here. Alright, so first, they're going to go after Jordan, because they're right there. So, the troops enter into Jordan. With the U.S. help, they'll just quickly fall, because the U.S. is the number one superpower, so they're probably just going to help out Iraq from their empire. And now with that, all that land, they're going to invade into Israel and Palestine and take both of the countries by. It's too easy for them because they just have U.S. support. Like, U.S. is just supporting them now. No, don't want to use orange. I want to use red because that looks cool for the invasion. Boom, there we go. There is that. So I think they're gonna go and they're probably gonna get the U.S. to get Saudi Arabia to give them to the provinces of Al Jav and Hudud Ashamahal. Sorry if I butchered that, Saudi Arabians. I'm not much of an Arab, so I don't know how to say them. But so the Saudi Arabians will comply, and they will give them those lands. So it's kind of like that, kind of like this, and it kind of like go right here, I think. So kind of like that. So I think that's the borders. So yeah, there we go. So now they have a lot more land. I think they're gonna get the U.S. to let them have control of the Sinai Peninsula, which Egypt will have to comply because they don't want to get invaded. So they're just gonna give them it. And now they're looking to expand up north. So they'll begin their invasion into Turkey, which they will be able to get there. Which they're able to get the majority of Greece. The Turks, they'll get all of this. They will take all of this. And we actually see the Greeks getting involved and taking the rest of this. So we have the Greeks entering into Asia yet again. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that peace treaty with Greece and obviously Iraq. So Iraq is actually going to take a majority of Turkey's land over here. So we're going to take like a bit of land here. So like, so they're gonna expand more soon. But we actually see Greece joining an alliance. Like, not really, but they're kind of allied because they're probably gonna get help from the US here. So I'm gonna give them this blue color because their flag is blue and it looks cool. So yeah. So they will take control of Turkey. Like they also take control of Istanbul, which they will rename to Constantinople. Sorry, Turks. But the rest of this will fall over to the Greeks, which the Turkish people are not happy. Oh, let's just get back over here. So I'm gonna try and draw in this border here. Just remember, I'm not very good at drawing these borders, so just keep in mind, like, I'm just not very good at drawing those borders, so, yeah. And yeah, there we go. So Greece is actually right here. So that's Greece, by the way. You just can't see the rest of Europe, so can't see all of Greece because Europe is not shown here, but just note that Greece is in Asia now. And now we see Iraq. Iraq will begin their invasion of the Caucasus countries. And they will invade into Georgia and Azerbaijan and all of Armenia. And they have won this war. They have won the war against these three. And now we look at the peace treaty where we see full annexation of all of the three countries. Boom. So they kind of look like an empire that looks kind of have all of that. But I think they're not satisfied just yet. So I'm actually just going to color them all in one by one. I'm just going to color them in one by one. I'm going to color in the provinces one by one. So first we start with Azerbaijan. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. And boom, boom. So this video won't be that long. Boom, there's Azerbaijan. Boom, 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 boom. Armenia. And Georgia. So this empire looks pretty good. But I think they're gonna still try and expand. With the US support, they're gonna invade into Russia and take all of these lands over here. They will go along the Caspian coast, and over here, they'll just invade into here till Russia just gives up. And they talk to the U.S. and they draw up a peace treaty where Iraq will actually get a large amount of Russian lands. So they actually get all the way up to here and all the way up here. So we can go ahead and just do that, do that, do that. And boom. So Greece is in an alliance with that Iraq. So the US is not really allied, but here, I'll just put in the thing here because you just can't see it. I'll put that rear. I think Baghdad is like right here. Yeah. Now let me just do that, but also note that I'm not using this blue again because I'm just using it for Greece, but hold on, can I like hide? Wait. Can I like move it away? Like hold on, border color? Let's actually make the background more. Let's actually make the background more white, and the borders, I think I could do it like. What if I do it the same color as this? Ooh, that looks nice. But that looks too similar to the Empire. So maybe this bluish color. No. How about white? So it kind of blends into the white background. No. Ooh, what about green? Nah. About yellow? Ooh, no. Let's stick to black. Alright, let's just color in the countries here. Alright, we'll start off with the Cypriots, I guess that's what they're called. So we're gonna give them this beige color here. Alright, I'm just doing this real quick. Alright. So the Egyptians here with the Sinai Peninsula. Let's do the Israelis here. Palestinians. The Lebanese. The Turks. The Syrians. The Jordanese people, I think they're called. Which do the Saudi Arabians. The Kuwaiti, whatever they're called. It's like the people who are in there from the different countries. Iran. I'll just make them orange. Do yellow here. But let's do the Russian people who are in Iraq now, who are in this empire of Iraq. Actually, boom. Almost done, guys. Almost done with this. Now I'm actually just gonna color in the countries here now. So Georgia will be this brownish color. The pink color will be Armenia. And Azerbaijan will be the light blue color. So there we go. I'm just gonna leave that up, but just keep in mind that the blue for the Greece is actually not part of this empire. It's actually just Greece invading Turkey, the rest of Turkey, because they just hate Turkey, so they just invaded them. So we're gonna begin right here and end right there. So there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Yes.
Alright, here we go. Oh. Alright. There we go. Boom. Go over here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And boom. So next country, I guess I'll do Kuwait next. Alright, just hold on 1 second, guys. Right there. Alright, look. Here we go. So there is that. And now let me just do this. So let me just do that. I think I'm just gonna code them individually first. Alright, hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna do this. Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second here. I'm just gonna do that. Do that. Alright, do that. Do that. We're actually just gonna let this happen. Okay. Israel. Boom. Right, Lebanon here. Alright. Wait, isn't there a J? Yeah, Jordan. Alright, now let's get, okay, Kuwait. Where's Kuwait? Kuwait. Right here. Get in there. Okay, let's get there. Then we need Palestine. So let's go over to the P areas. The letter P. And then let's just do the rest. Boom, boom. Wait, let's just go to S now. Let's go back to S. And now let's just do the rest. So this, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Dummy. Yes. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And finally, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, now here we go. Boom.